everyone, welcome back. I'm excited today to be bringing you this haul. It has been a long time coming, as this is a haul from basically anything sewing that I've bought, or sewing related that I've bought since the beginning of the year. So before we got started, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for everyone who watched, liked and commented on my makes video. I was unsure whether it was very interesting because obviously it was just t-shirts and jogging bottoms and cardigans, and it wasn't very interesting makes. However, it was what I made in this time and very practical clothes. So I'm really chuffed with all of them, but I am hoping to be doing a little bit more complicated and different patterns coming up, which of course when I do I will share with you all. And also, before we get started, the top. So today's top is, well, it's kind of an unfinished it was a molly top. It was meant to be a molly top, and when I came to sew it up, I discovered a big slash, two actually, one bigger than the other, in the side of the material around about my sort of waist area, and unfortunately I couldn't fit them into the seams without making it too small, so I just chopped it off at that slash. So as you'll see, very now very cropped. And then also, I have no idea what I did with this. I put binding on and I just completely messed it up. So I've got binding on and the neckline's fine. It wasn't what it was meant to be, but it doesn't matter. And I've basically left it currently unhemmed on the sleeves and the bottom, and I just wear it around the house, and it's fine. It is what it is. And anyway, that's what I'm wearing for now. So let's get stuck into my goodies. So obviously a lot of this haul is going to be fabrics, of course, never have too much fabric, but I thought I'd start with what I'm wearing, which you would be hard pushed to have missed, and that is this fabulous necklace that I got made by Alex. She is from a company called Words and Wear, and I first became aware of Alex on a YouTube video by the lovely Rosy at Rosy Sews Modern Vintage, and I think I'll put in a picture, but she had Rosy and she had her fabulous glasses, which are very rosy, hanging down. And then I followed her on Instagram and saw all the other really amazing and different necklaces that she was making. So I contacted her and asked for this, and the only things I specified was that obviously I wanted my name in this bluish pale blue colour, and then that I wanted the hanging accessory to be sewing related and to be white. And so she's done this fabulous thread with the needle in it, and I am over the moon. So I highly recommend that you follow Alex over on Instagram and check out her wonderful necklaces, and this one I couldn't be more happy with. So that's one of the things that I've got recently. I've got them all beside me here, so I will be looking away. Something I got very recently was this, oh, it's upside down, this little parcel which I haven't even opened. How exciting is that? This was from Abby of the Crafty pinup. I think her Instagram has been changed to What Abby Makes, but I will double check and pop that down here for you. But she still sells labels and pins in her Crafty pinup shop, and she gave a £10, or sorry, no, she didn't give. Liz from The Baker That Sews bought a £10 voucher from Abby and put it into Liz's 1,000 subscriber giveaway that she was doing on her YouTube channel, and I entered and won. So I'm very excited. So obviously it came in this lovely little package, and I'll show you what I bought with my voucher, which are things that actually I'd already had my eye on. So it was really nice to be able to get these. So thank you, Liz, for running your giveaway. So first of all, I've got one of her amazing pins, which again is very similar look to my necklace. So I've wanted one of these for a really long time, so it was lovely to get that. And then the other ones I got, because I do like a good label in my outfits when I make them, is these Thanks I Made It labels. So absolutely fabulous. So from the lovely Abby, and also from Liz because she paid for them, so thank you very much. So I've got jewellery and labels. I've also got from the lovely Mel, and I can't remember what her shop, I follow her on Ditsy Tulip, which is her YouTube channel, and I think she's doing, I think it's Ditsy Tulip Makes, but I will double check again. And she's recently started a separate Instagram and an Etsy shop because she does a lot of lovely miniature makes. If you do follow her, you'll have seen. If you don't, please do go follow her because they're fantastic. She does these wonderful miniature makes for dolls, really tiny but gorgeous little dresses, and they're just gorgeous. They're usually out of sort of Liberty type fabrics, but oh, I've dropped them. Sorry about that. But she's also done a few labels, and I saw when she made these a while ago. So as soon as I saw that she'd started up this Etsy shop and was selling them, sorry about this top, as I say, is a bit of a mishmash. I jumped straight on and bought them, and they are these two fabulous labels. We've got this sloth, which I really love, sewn slowly, which is quite appropriate to most of my makes. And then we've got this gorgeous green fabric with the scissors, which says Me Made. So I've got both of those lovely labels. So I've got more labels as well as the ones from Abby, from the lovely Mel, and she made these with her Cricket, I believe. But the actual extra special touch, which I loved from Mel, was she gave me these labels in this gorgeous You're So Amazing card. And if you see, she's put on some covered buttons, 6 covered buttons in the same fabric as the sloth label. So I just thought that was such a lovely touch, and I really appreciated it. And this is why, I don't know about you, I often shop with small business people to try and support them, and also they just have that lovely personal touch. So I've got labels and pins and now buttons. Here we go. So this is one I got recently from the Pink Coat Club, who I've bought things from in the past, and she was recently doing some sale items, which I think were like slight imperfect items. I've bought from her before the imperfect items, and they're fabulous. Comes in this lovely little box, and inside, wrapped up with her lovely little pink coat label. I do recommend her because I've got stuff from her before as well. And this cute little bag reminds me of the sweetie bags I had when I was younger. And I bought 2 of the pins that were in her sale. One is, because I already have the necklace from her, one is the pin that says it has pockets. So that's fantastic. And the other pin is a seamstress pin. So I've got so many pins now. I just need to have a jacket. I need to make a denim jacket, I think, and put them all on that. That's what I did when I was younger, so I shall do that again. So fabulous pins, and also couldn't resist these little labels, which I'll see if we can see. They got little contains dog hair, and a little picture of a doggy there. And if you follow me, you know I have a golden doodle called Teddy, and so I thought that was quite cute. So that was my stuff from the Pink Coat Club. I also got, I think I received it beginning of May, but ordered April. I subscribed to the Love Sewing magazine, and I pay for 3 months at a time at this set rate. And when I joined up, the free gift they were doing for joining up at that time with the 3 months subscription was the Great British Sewing Bee was the Great British Sewing Bee Sustainable Style book. So I was really chuffed when that came through. So I'm going to be making stuff out of that. And also the magazine, of course, love a good flick through the magazine, but it came this month with 2 patterns and a little booklet. And sometimes you probably know, if you get any sewing magazines, patterns may not be to your liking, but actually I'm really chuffed with these ones. We've got these 2-in-1 maxi dress. I think both of those are lovely. And then we've got this McCall's like pinafore, which is very reminiscent, I think, to the Cleo from Tilly and the Buttons. So 2 really nice patterns, and also there's a little booklet about the complete guide to dressmaking, and it's got 5 essential patterns in that. So some really good stuff, and really a bit of a bonus because I only joined up to get the book. But I do love a good magazine. So the next thing I have, which I bought recently, was after I made my World's Okayest Mom and my llama cricket decals on my tops recently. I wanted to try something which, if you have a cricket machine, you may have heard of. They've come out with this product called Infusible ink. So the Infusible ink, the difference is that it actually sinks into the fabric when you put the heat on it. So my decal with my llama, when you rub your hand over it, you can feel that it's been added. You can feel that it's raised. However, these Infusible inks, when you apply them, they actually sink into the fibres of your fabric. So you look more like a t-shirt you bought in the shop. And so I thought I would try them out. I got this one, which of course I had to because it's got all these gorgeous blues and animal prints. And then I also got this one, which again has got this blue, purple, and it goes through to like a green colour and then down to a yellow. So I'm really excited to try those. If any of you have used the Infusible inks, I'd love to know how you've got on. I'm going to try those, but I think I'll wait until I can afford an easy press because I'm not sure how well they'd work with my just household iron. So lots of purchases. As I say, these have been since the beginning of the year. So they're not something I've just splashed out on. I've had these put away, specifically waiting to show you the haul. So the last things I've got before I dig into my fabrics is a couple of patterns. So recently, and I want to say that I saw this on the fold line after the Sewing Bee did their sweater dresses, but I could be wrong, but I think that's where I saw it. This Simplicity pattern. I really do like this big slouchy one that she's wearing on the main picture there. And that was, I think I got that off eBay or something, but that was really good. Obviously, it's maybe not the right time of year, although, I don't know about you, my weather's turned pretty rubbish. But I do love the look of that, so I'm going to try that. The other one I got was a skirt I've seen a few people make on Instagram. And I don't know if you noticed, but I realised when I did my recent haul, and I tried to do Me Made Me, I don't have a lot of bottom half pieces. Is that how you'd say it? I don't know. So I don't have a lot of skirts or trousers or anything like that. I do have my jeans, my ginger jeans, which I love. But I found, obviously, we've been having some lovely weather and the jeans obviously were too hot, and I realised I don't have much in the way of Me Mades. So I really like the look of this skirt, which is the Brumby by Megan Nilsson. And I've seen quite a few people make that on Instagram. I really like the one on here with the pockets, but I also like the long version here. So I just think it's a really good skirt to maybe try a few different versions. So I've got a few skirts. And then I recently went on to Ray Stitch and picked up two patterns I see loads and loads of people out there making. Always look fabulous, and I've always wanted to try them, but I decided that I would give them a go now. And that is the Lander Pants by True Bias, and I've got the I want to do the trousers in mind. That's the ones I got in mind. Don't think I'll do the shorts, but you never know. But I've seen loads of people making these, so I'm really looking forward to trying that out. And another one, which I did have this pattern for a while, and then I think I gave it away. No, I sold it to someone on my page because I thought I'd never make it, and then I've changed my mind, and so now I've bought it again. It's the ever popular Deer and Doe Sirocco. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will know what fabrics I've got planned for this. So stay tuned. So loads and loads of stuff to show you. And I haven't even got to the fabric. So shall we dive in? Okay, so here is my fabrics. And I'm really glad to be showing them to you because I haven't pre-washed any of them because I wanted to show you them how they arrived. And this isn't necessarily in the order I ordered them, because as I say, some have been sitting and waiting for a while. Some of the reason I've got quite so much is because it was my birthday in March, and so I had some birthday money and I couldn't really go out and actually physically spend it, so I browsed the lovely fabric shops online. I'll pop these down, just 1 minute. So the first one I want to show you is by a lady called Susan Willow, and she has a shop on Etsy, and I would really recommend you go on over. I've had a few things from her before, but I ordered this ribbing because obviously I quite like the fact that it's got the stripes. I think it'd be really nice for different cuffs and for hembands, if you have a plain fabric, to have the stripes. I originally ordered this colour, and then in another order I ordered this colour as well. So I've got the lovely greeny colour, and with that I also ordered some coloured elastic, because I was making loads of masks for my children and myself, and I just thought it'd be quite nice to try something that wasn't the plain black or white fabrics I had. This one's got the lime greeny yellow and then the fluorescent pink. So as I say, I will link, I always link most things that I talk about, people, shops, etc., down in the description below. So if you're unsure about anything or anyone I've mentioned, please do go check that out. That's where you'll find details, and Susan Willow's shop I will put down there. And then recently I got 3 meters of this cotton fabric from a company called Textile Brothers. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd never heard of them until very recently, until the lovely Rachel from Stitched Up mentioned them, and I think she'd heard from someone on Facebook that they sell really reasonably priced nice fabrics, and so I went and had a look, as you do, and I've got this. I really like it. What do you think? It kind of reminds me of something I had when I was a child, I think, but it all comes around again, doesn't it? So it's basically a tie-dye with these lovely white stars all throughout it as well, and of course my favourite colour. I'm thinking of doing the Alexa jumpsuit, which I also purchased, but I got a PDF, so I've got nothing to show you. So I'm thinking the Alexa jumpsuit from Tilly and the Buttons got it really fab in this. I don't know what you think. Alexa? Yes? No? Anyway, that's the plan. So I got the lovely Like So Amazing, and I ordered from her something that I'd wanted for a little while. I hadn't seen very much, or when I did see it, it seemed to go really quickly. And that is, oh, see, like I say, I haven't even opened it. I got the matching threads that she offers, which is a really good service. Yet again, you do get these kind of service from the smaller businesses, which is another great reason to shop with them rather than the big companies. So I got the matching thread, and the fabric is beautiful. It's a Ruby Star Society, which I just love, and it's only 1/2 meter of each. I'll tell you why in a minute, but it is this gorgeous, what's it called? Let me have a look. Let me just check what it's called. Oh, well, it says on here, she is fierce and ever changing. So I love this anyway, but look at that border at the bottom. Isn't that just gorgeous? And of course it's my blue, but you'll see a theme going in my fabrics this month when I show you some of the others. I got this 1/2 meter, but I also got this in grey. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think this one's, so this one's called Tigerfly apparently, and again 1/2 meter of those. Now the reasons I've only got 1/2 meter of both of these is because I purchased a PDF pattern from Ellie and Mac a while ago now, but I've just had it printed onto A0 by a copy shop, and it's called the 24/7 top, and I'll hopefully pop in a picture. But it takes woven and knit fabrics. So most of the front panel is a knit, and then it's got a small section at the bottom of the front which is woven, and then most of the back panel is the woven with a little bit around the yoke and the shoulders, which is knit. So I'm hoping if I can find a nice knit to go with these, then I thought these would be gorgeous as the back panel of the 24/7. So it will look kind of plainish. I suspect I'll get a plain coloured knit for the front, but then it will have all the action going on at the back. So I think that will be absolutely gorgeous. And along the same lines, I already had some Ruby Star Society I bought last year at my bag retreat. I'm not sure it's the same one as this, but I think it's the same line. This one is from the Fabric Fox, which is these guys there, another small business, and it's this one here. Oh, upside down. There. Again, I do love Ruby Star Society. It's got that gorgeous colours and then those lovely little animals on. And I'll probably do a 24/7 with that as well. So I'm going to have lots of 24/7 tops. Let's hope I like them. This little parcel is from the lovely Material Girl Laura. So thank you. Got another little lovely card from Laura there. Now this is, one of the fabrics on this is one that I'd had my eye on quite a long time, but every time I kind of put it in my shopping basket and then I kind of went, oh no, I won't get it. But then I saw a couple of lovely ladies that I follow on YouTube and they bought it, and it was the lovely Thread Quarters and Loopy Mabel's closet. So I thought, right, that's it, I'm having it too. And it is this fabulous, gorgeous knit here. Isn't that fantastic? She also does it in like a rainbow, where the lips are like rainbow coloured. I was very tempted to get that, but I got 1.5 meters of this lovely, I think it's a cotton jersey. And while I was on the site, so she does a code at the moment, which is another reason why I got it now. I think it's Pick Me Up, and she's been doing it for a little while, and it gets I believe 20% off your order. Do go check it out. I definitely got a discount off these. And then the other one, which I got 1.5 meters of, is this gorgeous print here as well. So yeah, I absolutely love those from the Material Girl Laura. Not sure what I'm making with them yet. Now, you saw earlier on my Ruby Star that I got 2 colourways of pretty much the same fabric. Well, there's a couple more that I've done like that. First one being this, which was an order I placed with the lovely Lizzie. She runs a company here called Make at 140. I've mentioned her quite a lot. She's a local business here in Plymouth. She does sewing courses as well when she's running as normal, which I attend. And she has a fabulous little fabric shop. And she put these ones on. And again, a bit like the Ruby Star, she put on 2 different colourways that she had in her shop. Now, fatal for me. I don't know about you. If it's 2 different colourways I like, I can't choose. So I never do. I always get both. So this one is this fabulous colour. And isn't that fantastic? I can't remember the exact composition of this. Or it looks like it might be a French terry because it's got the weave on the back. So I've got, I think, 1.5 meters of this. So it's in that sort of, hope it's coming up on the camera, it's like a greeny background. And then the other colourway is a really dark, like navy blue background. And look at those lovely bright colours in there. And so I've got both of those. And I think, like I said, I think it's 1.5 meters. Now, I didn't actually have a plan when I bought these. It was a while ago. I think this might have been part of my birthday money. But I do have a plan now. And that's because I've seen a new pattern, which I've bought and had printed on a A0 for me, by Sinclair Patterns, called the Calypso. And I'll pop some photos in here. And as you can see, it's got all different sections where you can do different fabrics. And I just thought, perfect. So I don't know what you think. I'm thinking I'm going to do the colour blocking with these, and then maybe just one of the plain colours picked out and used. So that is definitely going to be part of a new Calypso. So that's something I actually know what I'm doing. The other thing I got from Lizzie was a remnant that she was selling on her Facebook page, and I think it's 2 meters. And I said to her when I saw it on the Facebook page, did she think that this would be big enough for a cocoa dress? It's a pattern by Tilly that I've had for a very long time and I haven't made yet, but I saw this fabric and I don't know why, it just said cocoa dress to me. Now, it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but what do we think? I think they triceratopses, and they're on like a olive green background and they are bright pink, and I'm thinking cocoa dress. Well, I like it, so that is what it's going to be. So I was very excited to pick that up from her remnants. So those were all from Lizzie. These two are from a Facebook page that I follow who does just small cuts of whatever she can get, and they're random fabrics. So whatever she gets, she puts up, and you buy it and she may never have it again. So I got these, and the first one is polar bears. I'm thinking if I've got enough, I would really like to make the Juno pajama set from Tilly and the Buttons. I think I've got enough for the bottoms, and then maybe if I just put some of this on the top, like around the sleeves or something like that, if I haven't got enough, it will then still tie it in, so it's a pajama set. So this fabulous, which is it's a stretch fabric. I'm not sure of the actual content, but it's a stretch. So I have those, and the other thing I got from her was again, I know my fabrics are not everybody's cup of tea, but I love them. Bananas. So it's this lovely stretch fabric. It's gonna have to be a t-shirt. Should really be for my children, but no, it's gonna be for me. And then I have this fabric, and this is from, sorry, these, I've got two. This is from Untold Fabrics, and if you don't already follow them on Instagram, do go and follow them. They've got some lovely fabrics. I'll just get it 1 second. So the first one I got was this, a remnant piece that they put on their site, and I'm not sure exactly, I can't remember, I think it's maybe just shy of a metre, and it's a little bright, but it's this fabulous animal print in this bright orange. I think it's coming out. Is it coming out? Yeah. So I hope there's enough to either make a t-shirt or incorporate into a t-shirt, as I just love that print. And then the other fabric that I got from them was my Pascal. If you've seen my Instagram at all recently, he is a gecko, and they named him Pascal, which I think is perfect. I have the blue, which you see I made into my good old New Look 6217. And then Untold Fabrics went and put this picture up on Instagram, which is the same fabric in grey. So absolutely fate. I'd not long finished my blue gecko top when this lovely grey geckos came up, and again it's a stretch fabric, and I love this. If I can, I'm hoping to get a pair of Stella joggers out of that. So really cool. So that's from Untold Fabrics. As I say, do go follow them. They have some fantastic fabrics. Only 2 more to go. Sorry guys, I know this is really epic, but this is like the last 4 or 5 months. So that's why it's so big. And now that I've shared it all with you, I can wash it all, cut it all, and start making things. So I'll just show you the last 2. Okay, so last but one is this. And again, I really must stay off Instagram because this was on Instagram, and it's a company called the Denim Company, and they had this chambray. Wow, I don't know how well that's coming out, but that is basically gold all over this sort of pale blue, normal sort of denim looking, hence the name Denim Company, chambray. Absolutely love it. I think I got 2.5, maybe 3 meters. And again, I love these companies because they included this lovely little Gutman thread sample, which obviously goes with that, and also these self-threading needles, and they also included a 15% discount, which is absolutely fabulous. So I highly recommend them, guys. And I did buy a pattern that was my plan to make with this fabulous fabric, but I am torn. Do love this pattern, and this is a simplicity pattern, and I wanted to make the same dress as the lovely ladies there with this, which I still might, but I was, I've put it away. Typically I did have it out to show you, but I was thinking once I got the fabric, don't you think this would make a fabulous Rosa dress from Tilly and the Buttons? Don't know what your thoughts are. Put your comments down below if you've made the Rosa or what you think. Either it's going to be this one in this, or it's going to be the Rosa. Either way, it's going to be a lovely, lovely dress, and I'm really looking forward to making that. We are on to the last fabric, guys. I hope you're still with me. Right, this one is just like it's not the pick of the bunch because they're all fantastic, but I was really excited to receive this one, which you will know if you follow me on Instagram because I already posted on it when I received it. And it is Felicity Fabrics. Yay! So anyone who hasn't had Felicity Fabric, they come in this lovely box. And again, this is where my not being able to choose between patterns, between colourways of pattern, same fabric. It comes with a lovely little postcard from the lovely Caroline Ann Fliss. Thank you very much. I bought some more labels. I'm not going to run out of labels anytime soon, am I? These are the Kylie and the Machine You Are Loved labels. I've got lots of Kylie and the Machine labels. I might go through them one time. And then I bought this gorgeous viscose fabric. I saw it again, Instagram. I'm just going to boycott Instagram because it's not good for my bank balance. But I bought these viscose, and you get these lovely little swatch cards when you buy, which has the name of the fabric, the content, size, price, and how to care for it, which I think is a really lovely touch. So you can see there a little hint of the fabrics. I think I bought 1.5 meters each of these as well, and it's this really just divine fabric. I've got this one here, which you can see is all these gorgeous colours of these yellows and greens, orange, purples, pinks. So I've got that one, and as I said, 2 colourways. What are they doing to me? And there's this one. This is more of the pale blue, pinks, purples. So those gorgeous fabrics round up my little haul. I do hope you've stayed with me for the entire time like this, believe me. All of this is going to get washed now. Any suggestions for things that I haven't already said, or any alternative suggestions, please do put them in the comments. I always love to hear them, as sometimes I come across patterns I'd never heard of. So please do stick that thumbs up at the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and check that little bell. That way my channel will get seen by more people. You won't miss any of my videos, and I can continue to share my joy of sewing with you all, which I love. And thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all in my next video.